Go ahead and get it started. Hey, Shalom Israel with the ISUPK, start at 1 West 125th Street. Let us start off by saying we don't affiliate with any other Israelite groups, black groups, Muslim.
Hey,
big head Negroes.
hey, anybody that's not under commanding junior high and ISUPK, if you're preparing to have your turkey, get ready. You got
right.
one.
Most High in Christ. So, like I said, we're under commanding junior high. And so today is Tuesday, and in typical UGK fashion, which is synonymous to sisterhood.
That's right.
You don't know what brotherhood is? Brotherhood is the quality or state how you have so many standards, how many standards you have. But just understand that if you're not that type of brother or sister, you should probably lower your standards until you can raise them up by being. Couple things we're gonna get into. Let me say, Imagine, which means to stand. Punya Hakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. Let's see here. Which way? This way. Y'all sharp with it today. I know that's right. All right. So I'm gonna read it in the Hebrew, and then you go ahead and read it in the
Most High in Christ.
Our sister Lord's Prayer, which is found in Matthew 6:8-13 in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Bashamaya.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Sakam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malach Ka.
Ka.
Abba.
Hayah.
Ratazayaka.
Watazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Asha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamaya.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kam.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak Lanawa.
Washalaka Nawa.
Kawawaf Lanawa.
Kawawaka Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kawawaf Yanawa.
Kawawafi Nawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Abayaya Nawa.
Yayi Nawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abal.
Abba.
Hawashaya Nawa.
Hawashawa Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha Allah.
Wahalaka.
Wahatha Pa'ara.
Wahalaka Ara.
La'ai Walamyam.
La'ai Wayamyam.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Give us our debts.
And we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. All right. So we'll go ahead and read the Hakak, which is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Shem Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathaniel.
Hakak.
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 La Para.
La Para.
Ka.
Ka.
Makala.
Makala.
Wakal.
Wakal.
Marawa.
Marawa.
Hakak.
Makak.
Latar.
Latar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Ka.
Lahakwai.
Lahakwai.
Hamathiam.
Hamathiam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Awakawa.
Hawakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Ha Tama'ala.
Lagarsha.
Lagarsha.
By Shem Yahweh Shah.
By Shem Yahweh Shah. Tawada Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name.
Cast them out in the name
of Yahweh Shai.
of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the blessings. And for time's sake, I'm just gonna read it in the English. So bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding Junior Yohana.
And commanding Junior Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
Captains.
The captains.
Officers.
The officers.
Troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right. Got the class. So this is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, in English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will look at my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
will make heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
Will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold,
He that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall never sleep,
Slumber nor sleep.
suffer nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is the shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall serve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thou coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forward
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
All right. And this is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep now thy silence,
O God.
O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make thy tumble,
And they that hate thee
and they that hate me
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy
Hidden ones.
hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
for being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more
may be no more
in remembrance.
in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gebal,
Yabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines, inhabitants of Tyre.
of Tyre.
Ashur also joined with them.
Assure also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot,
Selah.
Selah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
and to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Son,
which perished at Endor.
with perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like where?
like Zeed.
Like Zeed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes
all their princes,
as Zabah
as Abba,
and as Zamunah.
and as Amunah,
Who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let them take to themselves
the houses of God in possession.
the house of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble
as the stubble
before the wind,
before the wind,
as a fire burneth a wood,
as a fire burneth thy wood,
and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mouth on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with that tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid.
of thy storm.
Thy storm,
Excuse me, fill their faces with shame,
fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
So Sar means to turn. Yashabia means to be seated. All right. So if you're just tuning in, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah to the brothers, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Yahshua to the sisters. All right. So tonight we're gonna talk about brotherhood. Go ahead and clap that up for sure. Y'all did a wonderful job. We're gonna talk about brotherhood, which is synonymous to sisterhood. There's a lot of things that's going on in the nation of Israel. Understand that if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you're a part of the nation of Israel. Okay, you're not African Americans.
That's right.
There's no way possible you can be from Africa America because Africa America don't exist. It's nowhere on the map.
And if I may, okay,
Absolutely.
and that's the one thing that listen, I'm just paraphrasing right now. In Deuteronomy, say we'll be known as by names. I want everybody that's Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian. I want you to think what you know what by names mean. Meaning
Bywords.
Bywords, Salakia. Bywords, okay. Negro, Black, African American, nigger, spick, Indian. All those are bywords.
Wetbacks.
Wetbacks.
Insults, innately.
That's right.
And it also says that we will be known not for our nationality, but by the curses that our people suffer from. So when you think about what they assume a nigga is supposed to be, a murderer, a liar, a thug, a thief, You know what I'm saying? We suffer these curses, and these curses are how we identify our people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the curse of, let's say, our Israelite brothers and sisters, it says it be between the donkey and what? Salaki, a burden.
The burden.
So they'll talk trash about our Israelite brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk about how they're on the border and how, you know, they're wet bats that came across the Rio Grande. Well, European heathens, aka the white man who the devil the Bible speaks of, came across a whole ocean. You want to talk about my brothers and
whole
sisters
Atlantic
that built this great nation from you, you know, brick by brick, stone by stone, with their blood, sweat, and tears, to fix your stinking, nasty toilets. And you want to be, you know what I'm saying,
pick your strawberries
and oranges. So
oranges and out there. And if I may too, what you just said is so heavy, because I saw something earlier, okay? I saw a phrase that was so heavy on social media. It said, give a man some corn he will eat for a day. Teach him how to grow the corn and profit from the corn. He's going to steal your land and murder you and rape your women. And that's exactly what Esau did. Okay. These brothers and sisters over here, when these white devils, these heathens came over, we took them in and showed them. But the thing about us, that's our natural thing that we do. We are a good people. We are people of God. So we gave these heathens a chance. And what the first thing the heathens do when they get a chance, they're going to take it. They're going to dissolve it. So you teach them, if you feed them, they'll eat. But if you teach them, they will steal, murder, rob, and rape. If you don't believe me, look at the history of them. You got other one.
Most High Christ. What the brother brought up was so heavy. So we're going to go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Because the Bible says prove all things. Okay. So if you want to, you want to write it down, you want to write these precepts down, sis? Most High Christ. Use some paper.
Oh, yes.
You got some paper?
Yeah.
I
got some loose already.
Oh, Most High Christ. So what we do, man, is in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we teach our people how to utilize this knowledge. Practical being, we practice these things. Because when you practice, you know, you get better at it, and then you're able to do them consistently. So we're going to go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, and verse 10. All right. And this is important because it doesn't matter what I say, right? You know, it doesn't matter what the preacher says. It don't matter what thus saith the Lord. And that's what we've learned to do in the ISUPK, the Commander General Hana. And that's listen to what thus saith the Lord. And you're only going to find that in this Bible, which is Black history. All right. So Ecclesiasticus, that's Ecclesiastes. You got to go to Apocrypha slide. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Take your time. Like I said, we're the ISUPK, Southern Ohio, Columbus to be exact. I see y'all in the chat. If you have any questions, please ask. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. This ain't like the Christian church. Ain't no usher gonna come around and tell you put your hand down. You know what I'm saying? You know, the ushers coming there with the white gloves. Hey, I don't know. You know, because the pastor, you know, all he wants to do is lie to you. You know, he wants to make you feel like you've lessened the debt that you owe the Most High through Christ. You understand what I'm saying? And in the ISUPK, you know, we've learned how to convict ourselves and be honest and truthful so that the testimony of the Lord is sure in the things that we do. You know, they tell you to have faith and make it seem like it's some old spooky, like, oh, you got to have this, you know, and faith is the work that you do for the Lord.
And think about this, because everybody that's been to a Christian church, they know, if you want to go out, if you want to get up and walk out, this is the thing they do. They go like this.
Mm-hmm.
Put their hand up and put their head down and walk out like that's some type of ritual. That's basically what it is. The Christian church is a ritual.
Yeah, the Christian church is bullcrap, man. You want to do yourself a favor, never go in there again. All right, your pastor's a liar. All he wants to do is you know, sleep with your mom,
take your money,
molest your sister, take your money,
sleep with your wife,
and then make you feel good instead of guilty about the sins that you're committing.
That's right.
You know, he has those blanket statements. He'll tell you that you can use your investigative judgment But I'm here to tell you that if you don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, the Lord will kill you. And that's that fear you need to have, that understanding that if you smoke weed, you're going to get cancer. Or the police can get behind you, smell it, drag you at your car, and Rodney King you, you know.
Or Floyd.
Or yeah,
or Floyd.
Right, George Floyd you know what I mean? But go ahead when you got that, brother.
Kind of one kind.
Tell them where you at.
I'm at the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10.
All right, go ahead.
Never trust thy enemy.
Never what?
Trust thy enemy.
Never trust who?
Thy enemy.
Keep going.
For like as iron rusteth,
Uh-huh.
so is his wickedness.
All right, so here's the thing about the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, right? We want to act like we don't know who our enemy is until you're at Salt Bay's restaurant and your kid can't get in because he got on basketball shorts and tennis shoes.
That's right.
Meanwhile, the oppressors, little devils, aka their children, you know, have on Crocs and a swimming bottom. Swimming, you know what I'm saying?
And they
swimsuit.
That's right.
Man, they're, barefooted damn near. And you want to say, oh, now I differentiate the two because your kid can't get in there. If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you have an enemy. Understand that? And it's these heathen nations, okay? What is an enemy? One that is an antagonistic to another person, right? So you wonder why we can never own anything. We fuss and fight over property that we don't even own.
That's right.
Your landlord will have you living in the same barrio, favela, ghetto,
Project.
They'll call it a condo, knowing that damn well it's just a paper mache apartment complex.
That's right.
And then won't come and fix anything. You know what I'm saying? You got more roaches, you know what I mean? Then you got blinds.
Then you got food.
And we suffer that, we suffered that type of.
And on top of that, though, if I may, they will get upset when you complain about your conditions that they are supposed to be able to upkeep and uphold based upon the terms and conditions of lease. But what they would do is this: for all my brothers and sisters that are out there, if that's been there, y'all know this. They will blame it on you. They will say it was perfectly fine until you moved in. Right. So now that you're in here, this is what's happening. Maybe it's not the conditions that you're living in. Maybe it's you. And then we go back to the whole we shall overcome. We want some of that white pie. We want to eat at the white diner that we're going to try to appease.
Now, nobody wants a Negro pie.
Nah, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants no Negro pie.
But at the same time, they're so funny about our people, though, if I may, pretty sure. They would, we talk about this, and we using these terms as food as metaphors, of course, okay? Our people, we accept our people, our Black brothers, Hispanic brothers, Native American, Indian brothers, when it's convenient for us. So then that's when we want the potato salad with the mustard, okay, and the relish, okay. But when it's not convenient for us, we would eat some of that potato salad with the damn raisins. When it's convenient for us, we would get the ones with the raisins. But when it's inconvenient, nah.
Right.
So we only deal with our people when it's convenient for us.
And it can't be like that. What the brothers bring out here, because we have to prefer one another, because contrary to what the Christian pastor teaches you, or your president at the voting polls, he'll have you to believe that there's such thing as equality. When you have to understand, injure you or overthrow you, or to confound an opponent.
That's right.
And that's what the brother just read. That's what you hostile unit or force. We have a common enemy in the so-called Blacks, Indian neighborhoods, favelas, reservation. They're called the police, aka the hit squad. Those were the slave wranglers. When you need your walking papers, what you need today, in order to maneuver throughout the city or the world, and do the same thing they're doing now as they did back then and lynch you. And we've seen that. We've seen it with so many other so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. Why don't we see that with, from the other heathen nations because they don't give a damn about you, black man, Hispanic man, and Native American Indian. Loving our enemies and begin to hate them because, oh yes, they hate you. The Bible says that you have. We start hating them and loving our own, we'll be better off, man.
And sir, if I may, good.
A question where?
Chapter 6, 16 to 19. When you get there, I'll read.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 6, 16 to 19.
Okay.
These 6 things are abomination unto him. 17, a proud look, a lie, blood, a heart that deviseth wickedness, imagine to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that swareth discord amongst brethren.
So understand if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, right? You are the lost tribes, right? The children of Israel, God's chosen people, because he has not dealt with any other nation the way he's dealing with us. He don't give a damn about them. He equates them to what? A drop that falleth from a bucket. Just imagine you going to the river and scooping up a whole bunch of water and you rushing back, you know what I'm saying, to put a fire out or to put that good old top ramen, some boiling water and a couple of drops, you're not going to care. When it comes to the children of Israel, he's telling you these things that he doesn't like. It sows discord. We have the oracles of Christ that we're supposed to live by. And when we don't get the favor of the Lord. We don't have the understanding in which we need. We are already scattered. So what's going to bring us together? Doing what the heathens do? That separates us even further from our power as well. You got something else you want to bring up?
Hey, because what you just said, I got that for you.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 56.
Give him a chance to write it down. Did you get the last precept? Go ahead.
Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody good.
Okay, this is Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 56.
Second Esdras is going to be found where?
It's going to be in the Apocryphal.
The Apocryphal text. All right. So if you don't have the Apocryphal text, you can download the Blue Letter Bible, and it has both, I believe. Let me make sure. Let me just make sure. No, it just has the Old and New Testament. You can download a different form of the Bible, 1611, King James.
That's right.
Out of all the books in the world, the 48 Laws of Power, icebergs, purpose-driven life.
Martin Luther King, I Had a Dream.
I Had a Dream. MC, Double Guts, Fish Eyes. It was the most highly published book. And every time they come out with a new edition, the most natural and efficient and correct is the King James Version Bible. King James.
That's right.
So that you can have
the best upon the world.
The best of the best of the best of the best. These truths. And you're going to say you have one. Yeah. Well, only to find scriptures. That's and the only way to find it in these scriptures is if you're in class.
Okay, under
Commander Junior.
That's right.
Damn right, brother. Go ahead. You got that.
Yeah, Second Esdras, chapter 6, about spittle. As for the other people.
As for who?
The other people.
It didn't say the children of Israel.
The other.
As for the other people, let me get with you on that one. Good night. Second Esdras, what now?
6.
Go to 54. So Lucky, let me see.
What kind?
All right. From this one. Okay. I'll get you right here. Go ahead.
And
Negro that knows everything with a bow tie, trying to save some old magazine or newspaper or being pages. And he started at 1 and ended up at 15. I think he knows something. Keep going.
What you just said was so heavy, because what these people don't understand is this: when you are practicing those other things, I have somebody, people, we're a bloodline, okay?
Right.
Anybody, I don't care what color you are, how anybody can be Buddhism. Anybody is Hindu. Anybody can be that. But Israel is a bloodline. Hispanic, Native American Indian, meaning that you come from the tribe of Judah, all okay, the 12 sons of Jacob. So if your dad name is Fu, and he's a Japanese guy, you just can't be a part of it. And that's not my words, it was God's words.
Right. There ain't no grafted in when it comes to this is your blood. Ain't no spiritual Israel. Understand what the brother's bringing up, because you have some people say, oh, well, patriarch, matriarch, to be God. They may have mentioned, Mary somewhere in there, but she was famously thought and talked about.
That's right.
She's the mother of Christ.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was what? A Levite.
That's
so in those times, it was customary for a Levite woman to marry a Levite man, just like it would be customary a blacksmith to do what? Grow up and be a blacksmith.
That's right.
You can grow up and be a carpenter. Anyway, so like it. Start at 54 because everybody says they love God, and then the Christian church has to say about this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54.
Go ahead.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou of all thy creatures.
So after all these, Adam also, right? Of all thy creatures. You know what I'm saying? All.
Come we all.
Of what?
Him come we all.
So understand this. This is a continuation of what was previously stated. This is something the Christian church doesn't teach you because they don't want you to have context.
That's right.
They want to be able to hanging. Now you got to use your investigative judgment after he nudges you in the wrong direction. But here now, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Keep going, brother.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Okay. Now, you kick up dust. That's what you call controversy. You know what I'm saying? You say something that people disagree with. It says, of him come we all. We all come from Adam, right? It says,
and the people
who?
The people
who? That word also is so heavy. Whom thou hast chosen. Now you understand this. You're so-called black Hispanic. To that playground, and you go to either the tetherball, the basketball court,
or the swing,
or if you like to play handball.
Yep.
There's a lot of brothers out there, right? But I prefer that you choose. Well, right here, what the brothers is bringing out, hey, listen, we all might be people that I prefer.
That's right. That's right.
So right here it's saying, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Keep going.
Spoken before thee.
Right.
O Lord.
Okay.
Because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Okay, keep going.
56. As for the other people,
Okay. American Indians.
the other people.
All right. Anybody else other than those who are in the barrio nations?
The other people.
Trapped on the border in Mexico. Aluminum foil blankets.
That's right.
Keep going.
Which also come of Adam.
Uh-huh.
They are nothing.
So understand this, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian. Although I should understand that you are the Lord's chosen people, man. His lost sheep. And the king, Satan has a job to do. Understand that. He wants to be high ranking. You know what I'm saying? We don't even want to build up our riches in heaven. We just don't want to delay the gratification and suffer affliction for this little time because of what our forefathers and mothers did. And what we're doing now is just turning our back because we want what we want because the oppressor has it. And that's no way for us to live, man.
That's right.
That's no way for us to live. Just understand. I used to look at other kids and be like, damn, they always eat McDonald's. They always at Arby's. They getting the toys, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out it's because they didn't have loving parents that cooked them a home cooked meal. And I'm not talking trash, but I'm just simply saying, you know the value of something, that food on your plate is hot.
That's right.
So what, you don't like green beans or string beans? It's
and
good for you.
And you know who prepared it.
You ain't got to worry about getting no food poisoning because somebody washed their hands. Just understand that if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. We selling for the great value of things when the Lord gave us the best of everything. He said we're the salt of the earth.
That's right.
But because of his wiles, he makes us believe that we're not anything. But what we have to do is learn our own heritage, which we do have, our own customs. It's not eat with our hands, taking some root dough called what's it called? Fufu. And sop it up some nasty.
You saw the thing when those Hamites was all eating out of one bowl and
the communal bowl.
Yeah.
That's why you have diseases. As Israelites, man, listen, just imagine your mother coming into the living room, you and your brother playing, eating y'all spaghetti with your hand like this. You're slapping the back of the head. What the heck y'all doing? Act like you got some sense.
We won't even drink out the same cup. Okay.
Pick up that fork and use it. Act like you have some sense. Don't act like some wild beast of the field. So all you big-headed Negroes that want to be Africans because of Wakanda forever, I'm going to tell you right now, Africans do take showers. They take golden showers. That's right. From cows.
That's right.
Yeah, they do.
That's right.
And they drink blood and eat boo-boo.
Hey, and you know, they actually take showers. I mean, they do those good old mud baths. And when I say mud, we're not talking about the dirt. We're talking about the mud baths when animals feces are in a tub, and they call that spiritual. Man. You can see them doing that. Okay, you don't gotta believe me. Look it up.
Man, you call that gross, Salakia. What we got left on that, brother? I think it's
I want to, because this is very heavy. Which we get to the point where you was talking about. I'm gonna start with 56 again for the top of it. Okay. Good. As for the other people which also come of Adam,
right? Thou
said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
Like unto what?
Spittle.
Okay. Keep going.
Has likened the ambiance of them until the drop that falleth from a vessel.
The abundance. So you think about when they getting together and they have the rich of the rich of the rich. And they just, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know, all those Russians, what do you call it? Who they at war with?
Oh, Ukraine.
The Ukrainians, you know, and the president sending trillions and billions of dollars over there. Those fake Israelis, that's you right. know, that we gave trillions of dollars to build up an infrastructure. They just let ISIS just take over.
That's right.
Man, the Lord has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a bucket.
But then, if I may too,
for sure.
And this shows you how corrupt Egypt, how corrupt Babylon, how corrupt America, okay? Because they all the same places, okay? They're all the same places at different times, at different stages, okay? They would rather do that, but let a bill get passed. And I'm not condoning anything with the political system, okay? But let a bill get passed that's gonna do anything that brings any type of equity or any type of relief to the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They fast to call it welfare, and they fast to say pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go to work just like me and like all my other people. But when it comes to people that's not black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, nobody cares about it. Everybody say yes, let's do it. We're just supporting the key word, our people. They supporting their people because if you're black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, this system do not look at you as their people. So as long as the Ukrainians need some help, as long as the Israel people that lives there now need some help and support, we spend billions of dollars helping them with their support system, with their military. We back everything they say. Okay, so anytime something goes there with them, we are fast, and I say we loosely. I'm talking about United States of America. Okay, are fast to go to support. Okay, but what about when the earthquakes hit Haiti? What about when when you got our Issachar brothers and sisters and all our Hispanic brothers and sisters trying to escape violence and terrorism in the countries that come here? No, they're gonna close the door to them. They're not worthy of it because guess what? For people that are like me, you, and my brothers in Israel, they don't give a damn. Period of sense. I'm sorry.
No, you swap, brother. Get it, push it out. And push that out. You know what I'm saying? Because what the brothers bring out is very heavy.
And so when the brothers, when the Haiti thing went down, okay, I'm gonna tell you who went down there to help those brothers and sisters out. Commanding General Yohana and the ISUBK, those brothers, especially down in Alabama, I think Tennessee, they went down there and brung, and if I forget somebody, they went down there and brung stuff to those brothers and sisters in Haiti that didn't have no need, didn't have nothing. I'm talking about sanitary products for the females, women, I mean the men and the women and the children all was able to get water and food because ISUBK made sure the brothers and sisters got it. But those the people from Ukraine, when they came over the borders, guess what? They got free passes. Come on over. They got vouchers. Come on over and get there. And that's what Babylon does. That's what America does.
And what the brothers bring out is heavy because you have to understand. All right. The Lord says our deeds will be like filthy rags. That's what you call a menstrual cloth. So you think about the deeds of the oppressor. It's less than that. Knowing that they're supposed to be our servants and our slaves. But because of our disobedience to our Father, they rule over us. That's Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
That's right.
All right. That's the curses that we suffer. So what the brother was bringing up is mighty heavy because we had brothers and they're going to forever be known in every ISPK school with a plaque. The trip to Acuna, Mexico. When, give brother a round of applause. Haiti had an earthquake and they had to flee. When the ground was breaking beneath their feet, tried to get amnesty here in America, and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden slammed the door in their face after saying, hey, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. We're going to do what we can do for these people. But it was the brothers in the ICP and the Commander Gianna that drove through not just gang territory, borders, mafia.
Got rejected, had to go around to another one.
And here's the thing about the Christian church. The Christian church was in cahoots with the Border Patrol. They said, listen, just leave those things here, right?
That's right.
And we'll make sure they get it. And them brothers ain't no fools. Never trust our enemy. We just read that. Never trust our enemy.
That's so heavy. What was that? I'm going to go back to that again.
You know what I'm saying?
What was that again? Because I want to read that again. What you just said was so heavy. The point you just brought up with that, I want to read that again if I may.
They knew exactly. That's in Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. They knew exactly what not to do because we use practical knowledge. The Christian church ain't never did nothing for no so-called black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, but bleed us dry of our resources. That's why they have them in every hood, every barrio, every favela. And to go even further, they don't just have one Christian church. They got all these different religions to soothe, right? Like soothsayers used to do that back in the day. Every part of our culture. Like you got some black Negroes that say, I'm Baptist, I'm Pentecost, I'm this, I'm that, right? Methodist, right? But only do they have those religions which are never found. Religion is not in the Bible. Let's get that understood, right?
That's right.
But they have it in separation. So they have a Spanish Baptist church as well.
And right. African Baptist church.
Well, we don't give a damn about the Africans, but to say the least when it comes to our people, a Haitian Baptist church.
But we have a lot of brothers and sisters that go to African Baptist church.
Your pastor and preacher can be a African. He can be a damn Hamite or I almost said I was supposed to say.
But how many of our people voted for Obama just because they thought he was black because he was African?
Man, listen. Then that's the thing. When you understand the truth according to the Bible about who you are, you'll never get confused about doing the things that the people that are of your people do that we're not supposed to be doing. This is why it's important that we find out who we are. This is why everything that Kyrie Irving did made such a ripple. Like you got brothers punching brothers in the face. Draymond Green punched his teammate, didn't get suspended. Jordan Poole didn't get suspended, didn't get fined. Kyrie Irving made a statement, just like Whoopi Goldberg did, just like Nick Cannon, and just like so many other brothers that fake found the truth. Kanye West
lost like $400 million just overnight.
And see, here's the thing. Like, we have brothers back in the day that would lose their lives over keeping this truth. You want to talk about Wakanda forever. What about the Maccabees brothers?
That's right.
That lost their life because they wouldn't eat swine.
Wouldn't eat no pork.
So you think about that and how strong we really are. You know, Christianity is white supremacy. Because to love Christianity is going to teach you to hate your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
You think about that. When you're in the congregation of this pastor who innately is your pimp and we're his hoes just sitting here. Bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse so that there be what? Meat in my house. And I pour you out a blessing big enough that you may not have room to receive it.
And as you're doing it, you're planting a seed.
And you're putting all your money like, oh, he going to pour me out. He going to be meat in my house. He's talking about his own selfish black ass. You know what I'm saying? He's going to pull up with the newest Acura, the newest Lexus on Dubs.
Yep.
Put all his kids
Don't forget the Cadillac for the old schools.
The Cadillac. Put everything. They're going to say he got a building fund.
Nothing gets built.
Never, ever. And then what happens? Your mother sees that, sees how she's paying all her money. You know, she's borrowing money from her best friend. They going back and forth, talking about how your dad ain't nothing because you listen to the Christian church and the pastor, and then your mom going to make you feel bad. Well, listen, his son got a scholarship to Yale. Well, that's because your black ass gave him all the money.
That's right. Yeah.
So that he didn't have to worry about his shoes or none of that.
And he lived in the right zip code.
You need sugar smacks and all the bootleg flavor.
And if I may, I wanted to say this part, okay, because you said something so heavy earlier that was so heavy that I don't think a lot of people understand. When those brothers, under Commanding Junior Hana, of course, was bringing the necessities to those Haitians, those over stranded, when they got to the border patrol people did not want them to bring it over. They said, just leave it to us and we'll make it get to you. So I wanted to bring that point of what you just said, to go back to what we said in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10.
Go ahead, read.
Never trust thy enemies.
Sometimes.
Never trust thy enemy.
On occasion.
Never trust thy enemy.
Understand this, you're so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. It's okay when you're at work.
Oh, they say.
No, go ahead.
Oh, never trust thy enemy.
It's okay for the holidays.
Never trust thy enemy.
That means not at all. If you're thinking about it, get it out your head. You wonder why we're getting scammed. Nigerians are some of the biggest scammers in the world. You know, biggest. You work for a job, you gave me your blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? The last hire and the first fire. Now you go to collect your unemployment. Some nigga named Matombe Abuba Gagaga, Doom Doom, done tried to claim your benefits.
That's right.
You understand? It says to what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust thine enemies. Understand that if you're so-called black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. Keep going.
For like as iron rusteth,
For like is what?
iron rust.
So you live up in here and we in Columbus. In these northern states where rust is a big deal.
That's
Why?
right.
Because of the harsh winters we suffer. That sodium chloride, or I think it's sodium chloride, salt, basically, table salt that they put down, or just salt peeled on the road, is very corrosive to the undercarriage of your car. And it causes rust. And once it starts rusting, either you cut that rust spot out or it's going to continue to spread. It's going to metastasize like cancer. All right? Keep going, brother.
If I may, real fast, what you just said.
Go ahead.
Okay. For my old schoolers, okay, that's from these areas where it gets cold, you get salt on the roads. I want you to think about this. What did you do every winter about to start? You took your rims off and put your winter rims on, okay? Because you did not want your rims to get rusted, your chrome rims to get rusted and what's that called? Deteriorated by the salt that's going to come down upon it.
It's corrosive. Go ahead, read that part right there. For is what?
For like as iron rusteth.
Come on, man. Keep going.
And so is his wickedness.
His wickedness, man. You think it's going to stop because you're his favorite Negro? Because you done told on plenty of niggas like Charleston White, a CI, criminal informant. You think his wickedness is just going to stop because he has favor upon you? It's not. It's not.
That's right.
Never trust that enemy, man. The words are as smooth as butter. But just know, as sure as iron rust is, you can depend on it. You can depend on it. You got them carrots at your job. Hey, how you doing? Where you been? What time did you get here? Because I got here at such and such clock. Oh, yeah, I was late. Oh, okay, cool. Next thing you know. Yeah, Kristen was late today.
I'm tired of being here all the time and other people don't not here all the time on the right time. So why are they not held to the same standard I'm held to?
Man. Meanwhile, you like I said, robbing people just to pay Paul so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You go, you stay at Telecrisp trying to give some plasma, and they're working the same job you're working at with the house so big, got pontoons in the front yard, jet skis. Kids got every latest dirt bike because of their family's lineage and everything that they were left behind.
Generational wealth,
right?
Off the slave of our people. See, when they take their 2 weeks of vacation, man, guess what? They're going on vacation. When you take yours, you just look at it as a reason that, well, man, I don't got to pay the daycare now.
No. It's I had a vacation, but I ran through a pothole in Columbus, and now I got to change my axle.
There you go.
My vacation's gone. But because of their generational wealth, like the brother said, well, we're going to my parents' clubhouse
or the beachfront property.
Yeah, somewhere
that each one of their siblings able to use at a particular time of the year if they want to. But they're all going to get together and be able to utilize the property or the infrastructure or the generational wealth that was built off our people.
I understand that. And not to get too far off topic, you have to realize, right? When it comes to the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, we're not going to find value in our oppressors. We're going to have to find that value in our brothers. Because
that's right.
While we're in the womb, the Bible said it'd be 2 manner of people.
Right? That's right.
There's things that we don't do that they're always going to do. Show up at your house, putting raisins in a potato salad. Now, I ain't got too many pet peeves. That make you want to kill somebody, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Just imagine you take a spoon. It looked good from the top, right? Sis? You take a spoonful, it's packed, you got a prune in it. Wouldn't that piss you off? Like, who in the hell did that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who did that? Put this whole bowl of potato salad in their head? Like, we aren't them. And the sooner we understand the value in our people, the sooner that the Lord's going to come back, Michael and the angels, Yahushua Christ, and where we were at the bottom, we won't be anymore. But we have to have compassion for one another. We have to understand that my brother's not my op. You have to understand that this nigga could be having a good day, You have to understand that. Listen, that might just be what they so-called a resting bitch face. She ain't looking at me no type of way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody handsome and attractive. You know what I'm saying? Some of us ugly. You know, it is what it is. Someone got a big old nose like me. You might got a big soup cooler lip. I ain't got no lips. You know what I'm saying? But when it says be you therefore perfect, it's not talking about your physical. Unless you're talking about the actions that you do. When it comes to your spiritual, you know what I'm saying? You have to realize that if you're not keeping these laws and commandments, you might as well be dead. Because you're going to be subject to whatever evil that the Lord created to take you up out of here once you run out your grace and mercy. And so we're going to talk about a couple articles. There's a sister that went down to, where did she go?
She went down to Mexico.
Mexico. All right. Everybody like to go to Cancun, Los Cabos, or whatever. Let me see if I can pull the article up right quick. Baba Kishar. But go ahead and tell a little bit about it before I find the article. Baba
Okay,
Kishar.
so just this is going back to, once again, listen, your enemies are not always the heathens.
Oh, how you know that?
Because their actions.
Because of their actions.
Their actions, okay? Because a lot of people say, I love the Lord, but what do their actions show? The Lord says, and I'm paraphrasing, hey, your words mean nothing. Everybody, the Christian church always say, I love God, I love Jesus, I love, but what do their actions say? Your actions show your real motive and your real intentions. So this sister went on a trip with young sister. I think she was 20 years old. Went on a trip with like 5 or 6 friends. Her best friend, which was a male, okay? And then one of the sisters had a problem with that sister, okay? And it was all plotted to get that sister down there, and her actions and their actions, I ain't gonna say her because their actions were to do harm to this sister. Now, what happened was when they went down there, they basically beat the hell out of this sister. This sister was very successful, young entrepreneur. Okay, she had all kind of businesses. Her name, sis, can you pronounce her name for me again, sis?
I think it was Shanquilla Robinson.
Shanquilla Robinson. Okay.
Shanquilla Robinson,
this sister was doing a lot of big things, making money, wearing designer stuff, doing quite well. And a lot of the people there, their friends, was very envious. I won't even say jealous of her, because they was upset at the success that she was having. So they plotted to get her out there. She got out there. She was there no more than 24 hours. That one woman, one female, just start beating her. And what they did it to shame her. They was talking about, let's get ready to go bathing suits and put the suits on. They did a video of them beating her. She's totally naked, okay? And they're beating the hell out of her, and she don't know what the hell's going on. Everybody you think is your friend, not your friend. And her best friend, which was the male, was recording it.
And see, so like, let me
let
me just go ahead and understand this, right? They recorded what they thought wouldn't incriminate them.
Yes.
Well, understand this sister was supposedly having issues, a couple of cases. Hold that spot right there. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7.
I got you.
With alcohol poisoning, but the coroner said that no trace of alcohol was found in her system, but she did have a broken neck and a fractured spine.
That's right.
So understand this, man. All right, understand this. As so-called blacks, as brothers and sisters, we have to see the value in one another. I'm going to make mistakes. And the same type of empathy and sympathy and compassion I want somebody to have on me, you have to have for a brother or sister. You understand? So go ahead and get that Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 7.
Read it nice and good.
If thou wouldest get a friend.
If what?
Thou would get a friend.
If you think that you're going to call somebody your friend, you just met. And here's the thing when it comes to so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, right? If you're going to gather together, understand this. Gather together in ISUPK, like Zephaniah 2 and 1 says, right? You may work with people. It doesn't mean that you're your friends. Don't mean you're associates. Because 9 times out of 10, you walk right past someone on the street, and some people just, you know what I'm saying, hey, it is what it is. You know? It is what it is. But keep going, brother.
Prove him first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
Prove him first. All right. Prove her first. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. And what?
And be not hasty.
Be not what?
Hasty.
Be not what?
Hasty.
What does it mean to be hasty? Let's ask Merriam-Webster's dictionary, right?
Come.
And I'm just doing this because sometimes you got to make it super flat. All right. Hasty. Done or made in a hurry. So what, you having problems with your baby daddy?
That's
So
right.
what if your husband is doing things that you don't quite understand?
That's right.
So what, you don't want to have multiple wives?
That's
So what,
right.
he said you can't eat no pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster, or go to your fat mom's house for Thanksgiving. So
That's
what?
right.
So what?
That's right.
Be not hasty to just befriend someone so you can talk trash. Be not hasty to join yourself with someone who doesn't have your best interest at hand.
That's
Be
right.
not hasty not to have your own best interest at hand. You know, some of us hate ourselves more or less someone else.
That's the problem.
Keep going, brother.
And not hasty to credit them. 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
What?
For his own occasion.
Some men are what?
A friend.
For who?
His own occasion.
Oh, yeah, I'll come out with you, bro. You said you just got paid. Hey,
I'm rolling.
okay, I just got paid.
I'm rolling.
Oh, man, he just got paid. I know he like to smoke weed.
Hey, we getting in.
That's his own, for my own occasion, meaning for my own reasons. I'm only coming out with you because I know you got weed.
His own benefit.
I only coming out with you because I know you got liquor.
His own benefit.
I know I'm coming out with you because you got a sister with a big old rump.
What can you do for me?
All right, listen. I seen your brother come in the living room with them basketball shorts on, girl.
Hey,
I got to come through. What you need me to bring? That's their own occasion. Keep going, brother.
and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
In a what?
In the day of thy trouble.
Man, listen, I done gave y'all so many rides. Now my car broke down. Who will help me get my car back on the road?
I will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Man, come on, man. Listen, I'm about to get fired. I just need somebody to help watch my kid.
I will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Oh, listen, nobody want to hear that money talk. I need about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40.
I will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Man, come on, man. It says, prove ye a friend. You know, prove it. Know ye that you labor amongst. Know who's hating on you just because you braid little children's hair. You're doing something you love to do, so you never worked a day in your life.
And that's
But
what
under-
that woman was doing.
And understanding that we're all in slavery. You got to pay taxes. You got to abide by these laws that they break, that they made. You got to see your brothers and sisters suffer. You got to do overtime just to enjoy a bag of chips. Like, come on. I got to go on a diet because, you know what I'm saying, I want to be able to go on vacation. I see y'all eat out all the time. I want to eat out too.
That's right.
Let's kick his door in and see how much money he got in that safe.
What he got?
What he got?
What can you do for us?
Man, listen, if you can't do nothing, it's because what? Look, it's for my own occasion. Understand that, man. The only occasion we have in the ISUPK is to serve the Lord.
That's right.
I don't have an occasion to express my own feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an occasion to have a bad day. I don't have an occasion to be a drunkard or be some damn idiot who does the things that a priest and prophet is not supposed to do.
That's right.
We don't have that type of luxury. So knowing that, we have to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. We aren't children of the dark. We're children of the light. And that light is life. Just like any good parent. You know, I don't whoop my son because I hate him. I whoop him because I love him. And I want him running out to the street because he done ate 17 Reese cups and 2 bags of Takis. Now he out of his mind. He done stole to squeeze it, and now he's just wired off sugar. I say, boy, don't you run out in that street. And sometimes I got to chastise him, like any good father. So hey, look, you see that street, you know, he get to feeling his hind parts. Like, yeah, I don't want that again. No, daddy, no. I love my son, and I'm gonna do what's best for him, just like our heavenly Father. You think Christ died just so we can keep making the same the Christian church will tell you, well, listen, all you got to do is pray over it, stay over it, have your own personal relationship with God.
Your own personal relationship with God.
It was meant for us to continually do anyway. Why would he have to sacrifice his life? Why would he let his favorite son die for our sins? Then people see, say their name, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. Give me another one. Mike Brown. Say their name.
Trayvon Martin.
You say their name, and then on Thursday, gonna be licking your finger as eating that Thanksgiving turkey, that Boston Christmas ham.
That's right.
You outside Bonquisha crib because that cold duck quacking, and
if you don't know, like this, about to tell you about the fight on Facebook that I be seeing now is like, I know where to get my chillings at, and everybody, where you get them at, girl? Where you get them at? And everybody want to know this too, if I may,
for sure.
about. Listen, man, the way you keeping his commandments, and if I may, I want to go to 1 John, verse 3. All the other stuff that you say is nothing. It's your actions, okay? It's actions. Actions is not words. Actions is what you do.
Is what? Walking, how you talking, huh?
How you do it.
Okay, there you go.
And this is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do keep his commandments.
Hold on, how do you know him?
Keep his commandment. The Most High.
So everybody say they love God.
The Most High, that's right. He that said, I know him.
What?
He that said, I know him. That he set forth, that he was given to Moses, that was passed down.
But that's the old.
He that keep his commandments. I don't think no.
Hey, where you reading that?
I'm in the book of 1 John.
What that say? Okay, let me shut up there. Go ahead, keep going.
He that keep his commandments. He said that keepeth not his commandments.
Keeping God's commandment
is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
Your Christian pastor is a liar. The brothers,
and the truth is not in him.
And the what?
The truth is not in him.
Oh man, come on. You got to understand that if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, that Christmas ham you got from Boston Market or what's up?
Yeah. Or even just when you sit down for a Christmas dinner, even there's no ham available.
Man, let's celebrate High Holy Day.
That's
Matter
right.
of fact, while we on the topic, we about to celebrate what? Hanukkah, right? Yeah, that's what it is now.
That's right.
Don't get it twisted. We don't have to do what they do. We have our own. The Lord.
That's right.
Not just for back then, but for all these generations. You understand what I'm saying? All of them. Cage. Get us away from these wicked oppressors, man. Don't get it twisted. It's Hosea 4 and 6 because there's a lot more things going on in the media where it comes from. Gun violence, homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, which comes from child molestation. Some type of something going on now where they got kids in bondage. 12 to 1,500 for some shoes.
That's right.
And just like any Black Hispanic.
You know what you just said is so heavy. It is so heavy, right? I was looking at I was looking at the price tickets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They know what the hell they're doing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for these evil, and I'm gonna say it once again, these evil, wicked holidays, they raise the price tickets up for the airline tickets or bus tickets or wherever it is. You raise them up,
Mm-hmm.
and then from when you leave, and then or for your return.
What they call it? They call that inflation. No?
Inflation.
Inflation.
And that's what, is that not?
It absolutely is.
And so that's what they're doing. So if you need to go turkey and your Christmas ham and your New Year's
eggs.
Easter eggs.
Oh, what's the one they love? That February.
No, Valentine's
Day.
Valentine's Day. Yeah.
I better give me a box of chocolates.
Hey, hey, guess what? I like chocolate. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy me a box, but I get them on February 15th, and I'm eating them myself.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get peep the marshmallow joints.
Oh,
which is unlawful.
Yes,
it's gelatin.
Gelatin.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, come on, man, we gotta do better. Quick, Hosea, what were we at, brother?
Hosea chapter 4.
Tuning in because we are practical about the knowledge that we.
That's right.
I understand. You already have the sign. There's these curses. Look around your neighborhood. When you see that dumpster filled up, your air condition or that light that's flickering in your kitchen.
That's right.
They sold you with the amenities. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to be nice to rich because if you don't want to do what? They're gonna raise your rent.
They're gonna raise
$400
just to
get you right back into the bull crap that you was in. That's called usury.
Conditions that you live in. Just because you was there for 2 months, 2 years now, and
$17 more for this diaper just so you can sit in your own excrement, your
That's
own
right.
shit, your own feces.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 6.
Okay.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Destroyed. All right. Get that word in your inward parts. Destroyed, right? I love it. Destroyed. So, Lockie, give me a second while I type it in. Ruin the structure, organic existence, or condition of, or shreds, all right? To put out of existence, to kill, to neutral, vanquish, to cause ruin or destruction to. And if you look at what drugs have done,
That's
that's what Christianity has done. That's what Planned Parenthood has
Abortion.
done.
That's
right. Our people. Lying to our kids, man.
That's right.
They destroyed us. Listen, understand this. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you go to make a meal, you extra large, you get that burger and that cheese ain't melted, the dang on patty halfway off part, you gonna eat it? No, you going back up in there. That's damn near start a war. Yeah. It's destroyed. So if you can understand that, why can't you understand that it's not our fault? Because the oppressor's a wicked bastard. And understand that if we keep these laws, we can come into life.
The GPS is right there. The Most High gave us.
I'll hold this up too. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what our people don't understand is this, okay? This is the GPS. Told us how to get from point A to point B. And when we say point A is from where we are right now. Principles. But how many times have your Christian pastor in this priest have done and went through it and spoke upon the scriptures and broke them down? Your Christian long fable, and I say nothing. I make no scripture, mention no scripture. This Bible is not opinionated. This is the history of our people. This is the history of our people, priest.
So filled in here. Hey, sis, you can go ahead and tune into the IUIC then. You know, Nathaniel did was just an abomination. You know, ask him about General Butt Naked. So you can go ahead about your business. And if you want to learn, learn.
That's right. Go page. Why you on this page?
Get on when you get, you know, whatever. That just goes to show our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
That's right.
You understand that? Like, don't keep these laws and commandments, which aren't grievous. They're not.
Not at all.
You are your father, the devil, the deceiver. You have to. And that's what the Christian church teaches you lies, how to believe it. But
and as we finish this scripture, this verse is going to even make more sense. Knowledge.
just having a lack of, you don't have an understanding about anything.
That's right.
Okay, keep going.
Because thou hast rejected.
I came on here talking some Team IUIC after the brothers been helping me break down some valid points about the
Rejected knowledge.
You want to come on here with your purple shirt wearing brothers,
T-shirts.
don't even know what it means to put a border or keep going. Salaki. Understand this, man. Because you have a lack of knowledge is the reason why murdered. All right, well, let me get off that.
Yeah.
But because of our brothers and sisters disregard, right? Don't go on no weed. You know what I'm saying? Don't murder your brother because we have.
I will also reject thee.
Understand that. But the practice of I had to do is pray for it. Well, listen, I'm telling you, you're not supposed to do that. I'm just telling you that judgment comes when you get hypertension.
That's right.
You seen soul food.
That's right.
Now you're looking stupid out here.
That's right. You got diabetes.
Got diabetes, man. Man, listen, because you rejected knowledge, the Lord rejects you. Oh, he hears my prayer.
I got a personal relationship with God.
Oh, you do, huh?
I got a personal relationship.
Oh, he dealing with you like he dealing with Moses.
I got a personal relationship.
Within your inward parts that you ain't telling nobody about.
Now, our relationship is pretty personal.
No. That's what they say. And that's just an example because there's no need to strive against them. Say, man, y'all brothers, the way you're going about it is all wrong. Well, if I know that, I'm telling you, listen, hey, they're gonna railroad the trains right here. Get off. Look at my black ass right in front of them.
Get off.
We both about to get. They're railroad. Help throwing my brother off the tracks, man.
Get
but
off.
for lack of, we're gonna go out in these street corners.
That's right.
We're gonna cry aloud and spare not. We're
That's
gonna show
right.
our people that sin. That's what we do. According to this Bible, man. Keep going, Salaki.
That me.
Man, understand that. IUIC, the I, whatever, LMNOP, QRT, there no priest. The Christian church, the Muslim mosque, the blackity black. Hold on, man.
You have sex with a girl at 13.
Man, listen, there no priest to the Most High Christ, man. Was that it?
No.
Oh, go ahead, Salaki.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
You understand this, man. What Pharaoh did in Exodus, right? Exodus 2 and 2 on down, tried to abort all the male children.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That were in.
That's right.
And so when Moses and sister put together that, maybe it was a little boat or a little bassinet, and Pharaoh's daughter found it, she said, "Go and find this mother's child." Right? She did that. He was able not to be raised off of dogmatic principles or by the understanding. He was given the knowledge of his forefathers,
That's
Abraham,
right.
Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
But Slaka, was understand that, man. Like, we have to give our children more than these dogmatic principles. With these dogmatic principles and what do you call when you pass them? These urban men.
Yeah.
They're talking about some break every chain. Let's stop the generational curses. Well, staff the Christian church, or else the Lord's going to, which means to rise. Go ahead and go through these. So, like, you can go ahead and read the security announcements.
PK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted to shed themselves. Transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another for each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi 10 means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any my akala teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever. Oh, what we got coming up next?
So what we have coming up next is a feast of dedication, 9th month, by space of 8 days. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got coming up first.
Kind on what kind?
That's the upcoming holy convocation.
Okay, and then just I still believe it's .com, but Commander Giuliani put out that the new one is coming up very, very soon, a new website. So we're going to be having, I believe it's December 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Las Vegas cookout.
Oh, Most High Christ
coming up.
If you get a chance there, man, show some brotherhood.
Those brothers do it.
Sisterhood.
Excellent. Yeah, really. But
get you some good food, have a good time.
It's gonna be a great time, okay?
So with that,
and everyone all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
All right, so with that, we're gonna give one courtesy salute. Ma'at Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Shemi Yashab Barakatah.
Yahweh.
Sisters, all right? One courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ma'at Shabbat, Barak. So it's Yahweh Shema Elatah by Shem Yahushua. Alatah by Shem. Repeat it back.
Shalom. Yahweh. Shemor. Bashu. Yahweh.
With that, y'all, my top class Smith. Shalom, Israel.
That's right.
But in this broadcast.